G'day, Steve Morgan here, fishing monthly magazines on the central coast of New South Wales. We've dropped into Mak Marine, who is a Suzuki, CJ and Remora boats dealer in this part of the world, and I've got Corey Van Leeuwen with me. Corey, this is a Remora 490 that we've actually tested before for the magazine. They're built locally, and this size, shape and price point of boat pretty popular in this area now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Price point and size, it's a definite perfect beginner boat for a glass boat owner and offshore as well.
Yeah, and I noticed that you sell aluminium and glass boats. So I suppose the glass version is for someone who might want to duck outside a little bit more. It offers that, I suppose, superior ride in rougher water conditions, and these things are virtually unsinkable.
Yeah, pretty much. I've taken this to the 100-metre mark and in some pretty nasty weather, and yeah, handles phenomenally. So definitely a good first offshore boat for sure.
Now, it feels safe for when you're out there that far. You know, you can't see land when you're that far out.
Yeah, yes, absolutely safe as anything. Handles some really rough chop. It's a dry boat.
Yep.
You don't get any spray over the nose or anything like that, so it's a perfect offshore boat, but also a good inshore lake boat as well.
Now we're going to talk to Jason Olivey soon, who's the guy who makes and designs this boat. This one here features one of his new central seat boxes with an inbuilt live bait tank and plenty of storage. Some of the comments we had on past tests were that, yeah, great boat but not enough storage, so I think Jason has dealt with that. We're going to talk to him soon about that. But this rig here, it's a customer's boat of yours, set up with the biggest of that 4-cylinder inline 1.5 litre platform Suzuki, the 100 horsepower.
Yep.
Bet it's a little rocket ship with that thing on.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal boat motor. It pretty much pushes it along really nicely. It's got heaps of power without jumping to the 115 platform.
Yep. On a single axle trailer again, this is a Tow-Rex trailer. Tow-Rex are the brand of trailer that Jason pairs with this Remora boat. Again, single axle, pretty easy to manoeuvre around, isn't it?
Yeah, easy to manoeuvre around, and it's a drive-on trailer, so it's got the skids there as well.
That's right, and we all love drive-on trailers because winch and boats up trailers, that doesn't happen anymore, not in 2020 plus, because they design a great trailer, boat drives straight on, and it means that one person can take this thing out, because this is an ideal one-person boat for the lake or offshore, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely a one-person boat, easily.
Now, Mak Marine, been a Suzuki dealer ever since you started nearly a couple of years ago. This platform of engines at 70 to 100 horsepower must be pretty popular in this area?
Yeah, it's one of them many popular horsepower ranges between the 70 and the 100, yeah.
So the Suzuki's on the back, Mak Marine have sold them for nearly 2 years now. I'm sure you haven't seen many warranty claims. All motor companies now seem to have it nailed when it comes to making motors that last on the water. Yeah,
definitely. So Suzuki have got the 3+3 factory warranty.
Which means that 3 years, but if you get it serviced at any Suzuki dealer in the country, it extends to a 6-year warranty?
To a 6-year warranty, yep, definitely.
So there you go, that's 6 years of trouble-free boating, and I'm sure that this hull here that Jason makes, you can't break it, you're going to break yourself before you break the hull now. Now, last time we tested Remora boats, we didn't have fuel monitoring gauges on there, so today we can come back to you with the performance statistics.
G'day, my name's Jason Olivey. I make the 490. We've got this fiberglass seat. It's got plenty of storage. We've added a live well, which is plumbed in through the floor out the back. In the live well, it's got a light. Just to fill it up, insert the pipe, it drains out the back. Sit here in the seat and drive the boat, and you can see your live well. And yeah, they're fiberglassed in, they're pretty strong, and yeah, comfortable. Yeah, the feedback has been a bit more storage in the boat. Put your fishing gear, life jackets. The console is great, but this is the option that people have asked for when we've listened. So yeah, it's a $1,200 upgrade with the live well.
So there you go, there's the Remora with the new seat box edition out on the water here on Lake Macquarie. And we've tested some Remoras before, and you can't help be impressed with the seaworthiness and the quietness of the ride of this fiberglass boat, which is produced locally here on the Central Coast. Jason took us through the additions on the with the seat box there. It's got a live bait tank in it with a standpipe. It's got plenty of storage now, and that on our first test we did, that was some of the criticisms of this boat. Not enough storage for me. Well, he's addressed that and he's listened to that feedback for you. To me, this is a great one-person boat, especially for someone that travels maybe and wants to fish offshore quite a bit. We've got various parts of the coast, up and down the east coast of Australia here, and in fact over in WA, when the weather is good, you can take that opportunity and duck outside and catch some of the demersal and pelagic fish that roam up and down the coast. So nice high gunnels. It's got the pod on the back, so you don't have to worry about any water ingress at the back. And the fact that it's based off that old, that old Haynes hull, it's got the on-water pedigree to get you back safely. We have heard that there is a casting deck available for the front of this, like a drop-in casting deck. So those of you also that have been asking for that casting deck, you've got some good news coming your way, and of course that will give you storage options underneath as well. Today we got to do the fuel economy figures on this boat. The first time we didn't have the gauges to do it. Let's say that the best cruising speed, 33 to 48 kilometres an hour. It was a real range between 3.5 and 4,500 RPM. You're going 33 to 48 kilometres an hour, but that fuel economy range from 3.8 to 4 kilometres per litre. So spectacular fuel economy for a heavier fiberglass boat that's going to give you great seaworthiness. Maximum speed, 6,000 RPM, gave you 2.3 kilometres per litre at 70 kilometres per hour. And you can see some of the drone footage here. This boat hooks when you're going wide open throttle. Other good news is Jason's finally got himself a website you can expect to see in the coming weeks. Information at remoraboats.com.au for all of the specs on the boat. Now, this one here, customer boat put together by Mak Marine here in Gateshead. Their site, macmarine.com.au. Their socials are down here. As tested, this boat under 50,000 bucks. Boat comes in at $49,850 as tested. That's with the Lowrance in there. Any extra additions that you want, you can add at your leisure. Great locally built boat with a great local dealer at it. If you're in this part of the world and want to check them out, see Brendan and the guys.